Hello, it is your host GrimReaper. I am back with another faction. Today we're going to be covering the Barbarians. Quite a fairly and easy faction. This was one of my first factions cleared. I know it is for a lot of people. So we're just going to go over the kits, the mechanics from the boss. But first of all, I would like to just point out, if you do like my videos, guys, please comment, please like and subscribe. It really does help me support me. Come and see me on Twitch as well. I'm live 4 days a week, and give me a follow on Twitter. I do also have a Discord server, which you can see the link below this video, for the community which we're trying to build up. I would also like to let everyone know that I will be doing part 2s in the series for faction wars. This is going to be for people that are more friendly, free to play or low spenders. So for example, we're going to be going in with probably epics and rares and be looking at doing some factions with 50s and maybe even 40s on the clears for 20 and 21. I also want to do a few videos as well on friendly farming for 20 on auto with these top champions as well. So let's get into it. Now, as you can tell, 20 quite fairly easily, a little bit slow, 4 minutes is a bit long, but there's no really big damage dealers here. It's just about going fast as possible, sustain and heal. My Kaikatoon is built with accuracy, so E3 is also an effect there to help out with the turn meters, etc. So here we are, just coming up to the end, just cleaning up. Again, we're in any danger here really of failing for Barbarians 20. Quite fairly strong team. We've got a reviver in there as well. We've also got someone that can put a revive on death, and we also have someone that has a revive who can bring people back if he kills a target. So, you know, fairly quite easy team to help, you know, farm 20 on auto. Lots of sustain there, of course, you know, defense based champions. So yeah. So we're just going to go over the boss mechanics now and the ads, just to give you a bit of information on them. The ads are a little bit annoying on this boss. This boss just tend to be annoying anyway, so let's get into it. So the right hand ads, he just places a speed debuff and then also heals for around about 500,000 or just under, and the ad on the right hand side also heals the boss by 1 million HP and also puts a increased defense up as well. So both buffs are really annoying. Just to let you know that the only way that the ads can be disabled is if you freeze, sleep or stun on. That's the only way really. With the boss itself, he has a passive of a 20% chance of freezing the person that attacks him, just like a frost would, but a little bit stronger. So that's like 1 in 5 chance. Now that can't be resisted, so resisted can't really help you there. I do believe block debuffs can stop it though on that one. And then he also has 2 attacks, so his A2 just does a AoE, just does AoE and lands true fears on everyone for 2 turns. That's 100%. And then on his A1 just attacks 2 random allies with applying provoke for 2 turns as well. Now both them abilities can be resisted, so resistance can help you with that, but it can't help you with the frozen. But this is why I picked Sky Touch over building War Maiden, because War Maiden does bring defense down, which would help overall of killing the boss quite fairly quickly. But I feel like Sky Touch just gives a bit more with a kit, with the healing. The block debuff is absolutely huge here, and I think you'll see that as well. So I think if you're struggling for CC, you have got 50s, What I'd recommend is if you got Kantra or Sky Touch Shaman, if you do have them, you want to bring them into 50s, that's great, that can work. You will probably need to go with like a stun set. It's quite fairly good for tankiness, etc., with good stats. And as well, I also have mine Sky Touch in immunity. I don't recommend that for faction wars because it wears off after the 2 turns. She's in immunity because of the arena. However, I did have, or still do have, around about 250 resist because of the boss. I really don't want her to get provoked or a true fear on them, because you can cleanse, which is fantastic as well for the team. So she's the one champion that I do build with high resist, which really helps. She has got masteries on her as well, which again really helps. So yeah, Celia Drake for me is the MPV. She works in so many sets, so she can work really well in stun sets. From what I've heard, I personally like her in Relentless or just in Perception, fast as possible. But yeah, she's fantastic in Relentless with that passive as well. She'll bring a A2 quite around a lot faster, who's on 3-turn cooldown. So as you can see, we don't really struggle the wave because we've got a CC, we've got good stability, and it's just quite fairly easy, but it's slow. So as you can see, we're keeping up the block debuffs and the revive on death quite easily, cleansing. We're not really getting any massive trouble from the ads. We see to be stunning them quite well. Pseudo Drakes is fully booked, but Kantra is also in stun sets, that helps as well. We always look comfortable. The plan is to go in with sustain, with heals, the block debuffs, fast as possible with High Cocoon, a little bit of turn meter from Evil Eye and Kantra and High Cocoon, more turn meter on Array 3, and then just killing the boss slowly and surely with War Master procs with ult on. There we are, the ads are down. Now we're going to focus on the boss. This is where the work starts. Again, I didn't have any concerns here. It's a full auto team. It's quite fairly easy with me with Shaman, with Sky Touch Shaman, and with Sealer Drakes. They just bring so much between the two. It really does make this run quite easy. I also would like to just let you all know I will be posting a screenshot of all the builds and masteries on the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we will be working on part 2s, which I think will be more friendly to free-to-play players and low spend players, or people that just don't want to put tons of resources into faction wars. I do recommend, if you want to be clearing 21s with better chance of succeeding, you do need to know your account well, and you do need to know certain faction war sets off the back of your hand. Like for example, I know I've got 3 good stun sets and 3 good relentless sets that I can move around to help me, which are my favourite 2 sets that I like for faction wars. You guys might have something different. You might like Immortal maybe, or something like that, a bit more, or Lifesteal or whatever. But yeah, so please give me a like, comment and subscribe. That really does help me to make more content in the future. So here we are, really, we're coming to the end of the fight. I think we've killed this boss pretty comfortable, made it look pretty easy. Obviously it's not that easy if you don't have the certain champions, or if you don't have the 560s like I do. Personally, I wanted to get faction wars beaten as soon as possible. I didn't want to take any risk of the new faction coming out before Lydia. So this explains why I've worked so hard with feeding up food of champions on training events and stuff like that. which has allowed me to acquire Lydia, which has benefited me in a lot of other ways as well. I will be showcasing Skytouch Shaman on the part 2 to this once I get around to it with Celia Drakes. We're going to be bringing in War Maiden and so Bowie, I think it is, at 50s, and showing you how to clear this faction, hopefully on auto as well, to be friendly with that. But I really want to show how strong and good she is for this faction, and if you've got her, you should definitely build her. So there we are, the builds and masteries are coming up now, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you again on the next one.